It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Cowboys and the Giants on Sunday night.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, it's the Sunday night opener of the 2023 NFL season, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the New York Giants. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Well, CD, new season is here. Lions and Chiefs got it going on Thursday night. You and I were there. What a scene that was. But now here we are a few days later on Sunday, looking at two teams with great expectations here to begin 2023.
It's always fun to get a new season started, isn't it, partner? Because everyone feels like they've got a shot at the defending champs. They think that they can be the new champs. And here we are getting things going. Let's have some fun.
What a matchup for our first Sunday nighter of the year. The Cowboys and Giants underway in Week 1. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. The former number 6 overall pick of 2019, Daniel Jones, trots out to lead this New York Giants offense.
I still remember when he was drafted, there was a little bit of controversy about how high he was selected by the New York Giants, but his talents were revealed. He can make every throw in the book. Surprisingly good athlete. As long as he takes care of the football, doesn't turn it over, he can really make plays.
Jones wants to throw to start things out here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and that'll bring up second down. Looking to throw. Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Jones to throw on third down. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as they'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game.
We can make this one pretty simple. Blocked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
That's taken on the 25. A nice little juke. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
It's been a lot of fun watching him advance in his career. Many people question his ability to throw the football coming out of Mississippi State. He's conclusively answered that question. In addition, a very strong runner and an even better leader.
Play action now, Prescott. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play here for Dallas. 51 yards.
It's got to feel good to hit on one of these in the first quarter of a brand new season. They're hoping this duo can really make some noise this year. And this is a great start. A big play here early in the ball game.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They go back to Pollard on second down. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys are on the board here first in the season opener. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes, so when they block on a big-time running play,
there he goes, right side, inside the 10, and all the way in, touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, 65 yards. And the Giants are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 7. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. And really a nice job there to make something out of that run, sidestepping defenders for a pickup of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Gonna run again here with Pollard. Oh, good move. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Prescott off play action. And he slings one that's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Flushed out right. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down per minute and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
On the return, Jackson. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Jones now on 3rd down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
On is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away. fielded just inside the 30. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Here's the veteran. It's Ronald Jones. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll go with Jones. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. This one swung out here to Jones. So the completion good for 7 there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. And a moment here to recognize a nice milestone for Dak Prescott. That last throw puts him over 25,000 yards passing for his career. Not too bad for a 4th-round pick. And congratulations to Dak on what has been a solid career thus far. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a first down carry by Jones. Carlos Basham able to make the play defensively.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
A check down here to Jones. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 33. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Vaughn. He's into space past the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They run with a rookie from K-State, Deuce Vaughn. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Well, 6th-round picks, they don't normally step in and start on day 1, that's for sure. But over the years, we've had some big names from that spot.
And obviously, Tom Brady, the biggest name of all, is a 6th-rounder, but there have been others. Antonio Brown, who's played some of the best receiver in the game. Alfred Morris, and I can tell you a quick one on Alfred Morris. When he came out of college and had the big rookie year, I went back to a lot of my scouting buddies and took my book with me and said, okay, what did you guys have him listed coming out of school? I couldn't find anyone who had better than a 6th-round grade on him. Most had 7th.
And he is into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown. Deuce Vaughn with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. New York ready to go again offensively. Hey, Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And able to steer clear of that first tackler as he works his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. It's Barkley on the counter. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Campbell. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw. Jones. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Cowboys 14, Giants 7.
Ready to roll for the 2nd quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. On to punt, Jamie Gillen. Taken in at the 11. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
At the 23-yard line.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Okay, here we go.
Jones is going to put it in the hands of Barkley on the option. Ooh, the juke. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 98 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
But they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Now Jones. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it second down.
At the Cowboys' 32-yard line.
Looking to throw. Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. We always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. So they fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. They'll go to Barkley again. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
From the 24, Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Back to throw. Jones. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Giants are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening, but they found the opening and exploited it.
Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Dallas offense set for this next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now, finally, got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. The New York set to take the field. And the momentum just continuing to build and build for them. They had the touchdown, their last drive to tie the game. Now their defense does its job, and Charles, all of a sudden, they've got a chance to capture the lead here.
And we're seeing a really nice exhibition of what coaches love to call complementary football. Offense gets a tie, defense does its job, gets the ball right back, and their teammates now have momentum. What a nice job they're doing, all doing it together.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Jones. This is caught inside the 15. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A gain of 37. He had 1 touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw to Barkley on the check down. Touchdown, Giants! Saquon Barkley. He He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. He is putting in a great all-around game, Charles. He already ran one in for a score, and now they utilize him in the passing game.
And they put a lot of pressure on a defensive coordinator and defense, don't they? Because they're used to him as a runner. But it turns out he's just as dangerous as some of those receivers, and he showed it right there. You don't pay enough attention to him defensively, he makes you pay.
On the return, this is Turpin. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Drops it to Jones in the flat. No gain on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. Throwing, Jones. Short throw, going to be caught by Waller. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw, Jones. The short throw pulled in by Bellinger. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. A big play there on the catch and run. 73 yards.
And what a letdown after a huge play. He's going to pull this in and then set sail for the end zone. And he nearly made it too. But he's going to be tracked down just short of the goal line. So a big play there that's going to set him up with 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Jones will take this into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
The extra point splits the uprights, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Possession of the football going back over to the Giants. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
At the 31-yard line.
Back to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a Giant 1st down on a gain of 16.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
They run with Barkley on 1st down, and he gets about 5 out of it. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Jones. And a quick throw there is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Looking to throw. Jones. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Giants 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Jones. And his pass incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. Had a nice broken tackle and then brought down right around the 20.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
2nd down and 3. Back to throw again. He finds him again, Saquon Barkley. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Again, he'll drop to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Paris Campbell, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. These two teams in this 1st half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point try good by Gano, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Personal foul, roughing a kicker, defense. Don't you do that.
And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially... Oh, they put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they have possession. And they have it at the 38-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. This complete to Jones. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
First down, Dallas.
On the draw, it's Vaughn. Muscles him off. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started out at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Isaiah Pacheco, over 100 yards in the victory with 2 touchdown runs as well. From there, we'll make the trek east to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Carolina Panthers. Desmond Ridder, a touchdown pass in the victory. And finally, on the season premiere of Monday Night Football, this is going to get a bonkers rating. Bills, Jets at MetLife Stadium. It was a terrific first half from quarterback Daniel Jones. He lit up the skies with 3 first-half touchdown passes as his guys were rolling in the early part of this football game. It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in Week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape, and that is not going to get it done. Prescott to throw on fourth. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield, the blocking forms in front, lofted it to the runner, and now not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
A first down throw for Prescott. And his throw is incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action now. Prescott. They'll roll him out right. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
On third down, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. We've got a close game. The offense has played well, but right now they've got to keep their foot on the gas.
And that carries with it an extra bit of pressure, doesn't it? As much fun as they're having right now, they're locked in, really clicking on all cylinders. They also know that if they ever miss a chance to put points on the board, they've actually put their team in jeopardy. And that's not how you want to play the game. It's supposed to be complementary football, offense, defense, but today it's all offense for them.
Yeah, they've been playing with a sense of urgency. It's probably going to need to continue. And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Looking to throw. Jones. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. Back to throw. Jones looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
On third down, Barkley. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. They keep it with Barkley on first down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. The second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Here's Jones from the gun on third down. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. Now Jones. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception returned for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. That's caught at the 2. And he is not going to make it to the goal line. So the defense holds, and this remains a 5-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And the Giants ready to come out now. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. We're following the play now. They're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. A first down carry for Barkley. It's a foot race. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 146 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Slant pass hauled in by Campbell.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to...
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, but while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick 6 from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. He'll look to set up his blockers. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He sets up the screen to Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Cowboys first down.
To throw is Prescott. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Throwing, Prescott. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play on the football.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 46. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw there caught by Gallup. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 18. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 14-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. Now a 2nd and 6. Prescott yet again. And this one's incomplete.
The offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
They'll set up the screen to Vaughn. Touchdown, Cowboys! Deuce Vaughn making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Cowboys are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. And that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these 2 offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Point after, right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Now Jones. That's caught by Waller out left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. This is Shepard on the catch. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And the pass complete to Waller on the out route. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. On the option left, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop. Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Out to the right here to Shepard. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The longtime vet, Jamie Collins, the man to bring him down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones under pressure. They got him again. Micah Parsons. He's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. .43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. Touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep up with your theme there playing keep away. First downs, they can't touch the ball.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19.
Green, quick, yellow.
They'll toss this out right for Vaughn. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Here's Brian Anger now, standing just about on his own goal line. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Cadence, lock in the cadence.
They begin with a run by Barkley, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 38-yard line.
Looking to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. A little juke, and he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
Jones on first down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones looking for his receiver. Sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They juked him. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Jones. This one is Slayton over the middle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. Then he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Looking to throw. Jones. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And that's complete to Shepard. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
At the 13-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Jones hit and the ball's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over, but that one That puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 61 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, it would likely put an end to this thing. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. To throw, it's Lance. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
So now Jones and the Giants down by 12. A little under 1:50 remaining. Field goals, useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order.
Here we go.
Here's Jones.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
To throw is Jones. His throw incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
6.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. It got his man complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now Jones. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Under pressure, and they got to him again. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear the Cowboys are going to win this football game. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and that should be that. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know what's really strange? I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0.
Down to a knee goes Lance, and that should just about do it. Well, partner, that'll do it. These Week 1 primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation. A fun one tonight, and a lot of fun ones that we have on the road ahead.
And, partner, I love the word you just used there, electricity. Things were crackling out there, weren't they? And let's face it, both of these teams came in with the idea, get off to the start. Get off to a 1-0 start and get your season going. That could spark an excellent season for them. They've got that in their pocket now.
So for the Cowboys, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.